If you own a business and you don't do this right now, you will be wiped out. Now, if you guys don't know who I am, I'm Kia and I've worked as an AI advisor to some of the world's largest enterprises. And when I talk to a $200 million CEO versus a small business owner, there's always one consistent difference. One thing that the CEO over obsesses with that the small business owner has no clue about. And that's the importance of proprietary data. Data is literally the most important asset that your company owns. And it's only going to become more important as we move towards a world full of AI agents. So for those of you who are a little bit more technical, you probably already know this, but AI is literally trained on data. Think of AI like a sponge that they put inside a bucket of data. What it does is that it absorbs all of that data and then it identifies patterns inside that data. And then using those patterns, it can then predict what it should do in different scenarios. So technically, the AI that you have is only ever as good as the data that you feed it. So let me say that again because it's super important. The AI that you build is only ever as good as the data that you feed it. Now we're moving towards a world where labor is no longer a scarce resource. Soon you'll be able to set up an AI agent for $20 a month that literally does the same thing that your 10K per month employee does. Now, if you guys don't believe me, just go and check out this playlist that I have on YouTube called the Ultimate Outbound Sales Team. So what I did is that I built 3 AI agents, Joe, Owen, and Ruby, that collectively handle your entire cold outreach. All the way from scraping leads that you've never talked to before, to researching those leads, sending out hyper-personalized cold emails, and then even replying and engaging with them until you can eventually book them into a call. All done by literally just 3 AI agents without you needing to do anything whatsoever. I'm going to put the link for this one in the description down below, so feel free to check it out. Now that's only the tip of the iceberg, because very quickly we're moving towards a world where AI agents are becoming more sophisticated, and so consequently they're becoming more autonomous. And so they're transitioning from becoming cool demos on YouTube to real employees that you can set up inside your business to save you a lot of time and money. So with that concept in mind, soon enough we're going to have one-person startups with 20 AI agents on their laptop that literally do the same amount of work as an office full of 20 actual employees. And so just by looking at this photo, I'm sure you can get the message that soon enough, labor is no longer going to be your scarce resource. In the future, the scarce resource is going to be proprietary data, because proprietary data is what you're going to use to build hyper-specialized AI agents for your niche. And this, my friends, is what the enterprise knows that the small business is sleeping on. The importance of proprietary data. So soon enough, every business is going to have their own hyper-specialized AI agents that are specialized to perform SOPs or tasks inside their business and their niche. And that's why by capturing as much proprietary data as you can today, you're going to be able to build out these hyper-specialized AI agents in the future that know exactly how to handle different SOPs inside your business. And the practicality of this is extremely simple. If you just store information, then it turns into data. And if you have data, then you can use it forever. To put this in perspective for you, let's say I just had an amazing idea. If I were to just leave it as an idea inside my mind, then 2 hours later, I'm going to completely forget about that idea and it's almost like I never had it. But if I were to grab my notebook and write that idea down, then that idea turns into data. And so now I can reflect on that idea and use that idea whenever I want indefinitely in the future. And the concept of proprietary data for businesses is almost the same. Because by storing data, you can not only optimize your business, but you can also use it to train AI agents that are able to handle different scenarios because they've already had access to similar scenarios with the data that you fed it, along with exactly what the best outcome in each scenario was. So if you're a business owner and you're watching this video, then you should start tracking everything right now. Every call, every message, every DM, every email, every lead, every interaction, every sale, every quote, every success, every failure, every error, literally everything that happens inside your business, you should start tracking it for it to become proprietary data. Be data conscious 24/7 because data is the new oil. And right now is the best time that you can start investing in it in order to dominate your competitors in the near future. Now, everything I talked about so far was a little bit more futuristic. Let's talk about something that's relevant today. So if you guys watched my most recent video, I built 2 AI agents called Sally and Ruby that collectively handle your entire inbox in terms of customer service and sales inquiries. So literally every time you get any sort of email that comes inside your inbox, they will prepare a draft action plan, send it over to you, and then you can give them feedback as to whether the action plan is good And if it's good, then they'll go and they'll perform that action plan. But if you give them feedback saying, hey, this is incorrect or this is what you should do instead, then they will iterate and ask for your permission again before actually going and doing that action. So technically, together, these two AI agents handle your entire customer service and sales when it comes to handling emails. Now, if you guys saw the template that I shared for these agents, you can see that at the very end, I have this section called full context. And what's basically happening here is that the AI agents are uploading the conversations that they handle directly into your CRM. So every email that they receive and every email that they send, they're uploading it directly to the CRM. Even every call that they book, they're also putting notes about that call inside the CRM. And so if we open up my Go High Level account and we have a look, you can see that indeed all the emails are being recorded in terms of either the AI sending those emails or the actual customer sending those emails. And the reason why we're doing this is that the next time the AI agent receives any sort of inquiry from the customer, we will then re-upload all of these emails and every piece of communication that we've ever had with that customer, every email, message, DM, call, every internal note that anyone has ever left about that customer directly into the AI agent's context. And so the AI agent knows exactly who that person is, exactly what that person wants, and exactly how it should be handling that inquiry with that specific person. And I've introduced this concept as the idea of full context, or basically giving the AI agent full context on everything that's going on with a specific task before it has to actually complete that task. Even in prompt engineering, what separates a professional prompt writer from the ordinary person is that a professional prompt writer knows exactly how to give the AI enough context so that it can actually perform that specific task. You should think of an AI or a large language model like an empty canvas. The AI literally knows nothing before you actually give it context. So if you wanted to give it a specific task and say, hey, come and complete this task for me, unless you tell it everything it needs to know, it's not going to be able to read your mind and magically complete that task. And the idea of full context is exactly the same thing. We're trying to give the AI as much data, as much context inside the actual prompt so that it can make decisions knowing the full spectrum and the full history of that situation. And so a pro tip for you is that if you want to learn to write better prompts, just learn to give more clear instructions. That's literally as simple as it is. So I'm going to wrap this video up with one very important message. Be data conscious now. So if you're an automation expert like I am, start telling your clients to be data conscious. And if you're a small business owner, then start tracking everything right away. Because we're moving towards a world that's agentic, and the only way to win is to start now. Now, I know this video was slightly different to my usual practical tutorials, but I thought I'd make this quick video because this message is super important, and I want all of you guys to start being data conscious before it's actually too late. Now, if you guys are new to my channel, every week I'm going to be releasing some crazy AI agents and automations that you can actually sell to your clients straight away. And if you guys are a business, you can actually implement it in your business right now, because I'm on a journey to democratize automation for all business owners. And so if you guys haven't already, I would recommend you guys hit that subscribe button and also turn on the bell notification, because I would love to have you guys come along with me on this journey. And with that being said, if you guys found this video valuable, I'd really appreciate it if you like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments down below. But otherwise, I'll see you guys in the next video.